Hi, Crickellectuals. Welcome back to another video. And in this video, we're going to talk about the franchise owners. Who are these people? So let's get to it. As we all know, there are 6 franchises in the PSL, and each of them has its own history. So let us know in the comments below if you want us to make a video about each of them and their history. But in this video, we're just going to focus on the franchise owners because I was kind of surprised to learn that there's not a lot known about a lot of these people, even though many of them are or have become celebrities because of PSL, because they invested in PSL. We still have very little to know about them. Even some basic things like what industry do they belong to? What do they do? And if they have a business, for example, what kind of a business are they into? So these are the questions that got us thinking maybe we should make a video and do some research and figure out what we can learn about each of these franchise owners and share that with you. Now, disclaimer, we didn't find a lot, but what we did find, we're about to share. So here we go. We'll start with Lahore Qalandars. So the owner of the Lahore Qalandars is this gentleman named Fawad Naeem Rana, and he is a managing director of Qalco, which is a Qatar-based oil company, basically, and he's the head honcho there, the managing director. He went to UET, and his net worth is estimated to be 400 billion Pakistani rupees. Besides this, it was very hard to find some information about him. There have been some articles written about him that talk about his passion for cricket, his love of Pakistan, and how growing up he was connected to cricket a little bit. But besides that, we don't know a whole lot about his personal life. If you know more about him, let us know in the comments and share a source below. Multan Sultans is next, and they had a bumpy start. They've kind of shifted around their leadership in the franchise a couple of times, and right now, starting in 2021, we have Alamgir Khan Tareen as the sole owner. Previously, the ownership was shared, but for several years, the ownership has kind of stayed within the Tareen family. But now, Mr. Alamgir Tareen is the main person who owns the team. And his resume is pretty impressive. Also, he went to University of California, Berkeley, and Yale. He's the managing director of Shamim & Company Private Limited, which is a bottling company for Pepsi, specifically in Punjab. And he also operates a water purification plant. So if you live in Punjab and you drink bottled water, it is likely that that came from Mr. Alamgir Tareen's factory. And he's a particularly elusive character. It's very hard to find anything about him, even though he's given a couple of interviews, but the interviews have been about Multan Sultans and cricket specifically, but they haven't been about his personal life or who he is and what his values are. So not much is known about him. His net worth by himself is not known, but the Tareen family, like Jahangir Tareen, their estimated net worth is about 80 billion Pakistani rupees. And then we have the Karachi Kings, and this is a face that you've seen on TV many times. He's the owner, CEO of ARY Digital, Salman Iqbal. He's 48. He was one of the people whose age I was able to find. So the 48-year-old president and CEO of ARY Digital, his net worth is estimated to be 15 billion Pakistani rupees. Now, I just want to reiterate, these are estimations, and it's very hard to find this information on a lot of these people, which maybe says something about the Pakistani culture and how in our culture, the wealthy keep their affairs quite private. Now let's talk about Islamabad United. The owners of Islamabad United are the couple Amna and Ali Naqvi. They own and run a company called Leonine Global Sports, which is a sports management company. So they're involved with a lot of different sports teams and players. Didn't find a whole lot on Amna. Ali Naqvi is a alumnus, and their net worth is approximated to be around 11 billion Pakistani rupees. Quetta Gladiators is next, and by the way, that's the team I'm rooting for. They're my number 1. I think Karachi Kings is my number 2, but Quetta Gladiators is my number 1. The Gladiators are owned by Nadeem Umar, who's 65. He's a business executive CEO of Umar Associates. That's basically a group of construction-focused companies. He's also the president of Pakistan Cricket Club. He's actually been involved in Pakistan cricket in many different ways, and he's been investing money into cricket even before PSL. And his net worth is about 10 billion Pakistani rupees. Peshawar Zalmi. The owner of Peshawar Zalmi is the youngest on this list, actually, and his name is Muhammad Javed Afridi. He went to the London School of Economics, and he's the CEO of Hair Pakistan, and he's the owner of an automobile company, and he's really interested in electric cars. And it wouldn't be surprising if Pakistan's first electric cars are somehow related or connected to him. And his net worth is estimated to be 16 billion Pakistani rupees. And there you have it, friends. Those were the owners of the PSL franchises. I hope you learned a little something from the video. If you did, make sure you hit the like and subscribe to our channel for more videos about PSL, but more specifically videos about Pakistan cricket. We love Pakistan cricket here at Crickellectuals Podcast, and we put out all sorts of content related to Pakistan cricket. So be sure to hit the subscribe button, and until next time, this is your host Jay signing out. Peace.